Hi, this is Dean with Multi-Genre Music Man. Tonight I'm going to be doing Prejudice by Tim Minchin. If you have never heard of Tim Minchin, you're about to have yourself a real good treat because he is really, really good. I have heard this song before. There's not much I need to say in advance. He is from England, Scotland. But there's nothing much I need to say. You really got to listen. This guy has a doctorate in words, and he's got a doctorate in music. And he uses them both to be a comedic musician. And he is hilarious. You really got to listen to the words so you can get the jokes. Make sure you get all the jokes. But, yeah, he's really top of the notch. He's above everybody else that does what he does. So here we go with Prejudice by Tim Minchin. Oh, before we get started, his hair being like that and stuff, he always wanted to be a rock star of the 80s, like when there was big hair bands. So he still does that to this day. When he goes on stage, he poofs his hair up. He says, I finally made it. I might as well get to poof my hair up like everybody else did in the 80s. So just so you know, he looks a little funny, but that's why he does it. But he is a funny man, and here we go.
This is a song about prejudice and the language of and the power of the language of prejudice.
My volume, I don't know why my volume keeps going down.
It's called Prejudice. In our modern free-spoken society,
Actually, I would like to say one last thing. Before you get offended by his music, he always starts out, his music's the kind of music where it starts out one way and it always turns out to be something else. So if you hear the beginning of the song and you get offended by it, please finish the whole song and see if you like him before just shutting it off and deciding you don't like him because of what you hear in the beginning.
There's a word that we still hold taboo. A word with a terrible history of being used to abuse, oppress and subdue. Just 6 seemingly harmless letters arranged in a way that will form a word with more power than the pieces of metal that are forged to make swords. A couple of G's, an R and an E, an I and an N.
Alrighty then.
Just 6 little letters, all jumbled together, have caused damage that we may never mend. And it's important that we all respect that if these people should happen to choose to reclaim the word as their own, it doesn't mean the rest of you have a right to its use. So never underestimate the power that language imparts. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words can break hearts. A couple of G's, unless you've had to live it. An R and an E, even I am careful with it. An I and an N, in the end it will only offend. Don't wanna have to spell it out again.
And now here's where you get to see the comedic side of him. Very comedic side of him.
Yeah. Only a ginger can call another ginger ginger. Only a ginger can call another ginger ginger. So listen to me if you care for your health. You won't call me ginger, as you ginger yourself, yeah. Only only a ginger can call another ginger ginger. When you are a ginger, life is pretty hard. Years of ritual bullying in the schoolyard. Your kids calling you Wrangler and Fanny Pants. No invitation to the high school dance, but you get up and learn to hold your head up. You try to keep your cool and not get head up, but until the feeling of ill is truly let up, then the word is ours and ours alone. Don't you know that only a ginger can call another ginger ginger? If only a ginger can call another ginger ginger. So if you call us ginger, we just might come unhinged. If you don't have a fringe with at least a tinge of the ginge in it, only a ginger can call another ginger ginger.
He's good.
Now listen to me, we're not looking for sympathy, just because we're sensitive to UV.
I mean, I don't know much about music, but I even know that he plays at a faster beat per minute just to make the song sound more comedic. I know one of his songs that he has to, it's called the 30, I think it's called the 3-minute song. He has to do it at like 300 beats per minute to be able to make it be a 3-minute song. It's just funny. It's very funny. I'll be playing some more of his stuff for sure on this channel.
Just cause we're pathetically pale, we do alright with the females. Yeah, I like to ask the ladies round for ginger beer, and soon they're running their fingers through my ginger beard and dunking my ginger nuts into their ginger tea, yeah. And asking, can they call me ginger? And I say, I don't think that's appropriate, cause only a ginger can call another ginger ginger. Yeah. And all the ladies, they agree it's a fact. Once you gone ginger, you can't go back. Only a ginger can call another ginger ginger. Yeah, go ginger, go you funky motherfucking ginger. You can call us bozo or fire truck. You can even call us carrot top or blood nut. Yeah, you can call us matchstick or tampon. But fucking with the G word is just not on. If you're a gingerphobe and you don't like us.
The funny thing is, you can watch him on Netflix. He has whole concerts you can watch on Netflix. And he does costume changes in between almost every song. For him to specifically have a white shirt with his red hair when he says the tampon joke, that's exactly why everybody thought it was pretty funny.
We will stand up to the fight if you want to fight us. But if you cut yourself, you might catch gingivitis. So maybe you should shut your funky mouth. Yeah, only a ginger can call another ginger ginger. Yeah, only a ginger can call another ginger ginger. So if you call us ginger, you can't whinge if you're injured. If you don't have a tinge of the ginger in your minge, only a ginger can call another ginger ginger. Yeah, and you know my kids will always be clothed and fed, cause Papa's gonna be bringing home the gingerbread. And they'll be pretty smart because they'll be well read. And by red I mean red and the other kind of red. It's a homophone. Only a ginger can call another ginger ginger. Yeah, only a ginger can call another ginger ginger. Just like only a ninja can sneak up on another ninja. Yeah, only a ginger, only a ginger, only a ginger. Yeah, are you listening? I'm not pointing the finger, I'm just having a singer. I am just reminding ya that only a ginger can call another ginger ginger.
What a great job. Again, that song is called Prejudice by Tim Minchin. He actually had to write a few songs called the 3-minute song, because every time he'd be invited to go on BBC or even an American show like Conan O'Brien, most of his songs go 10 minutes or longer. So he had to come up with specifically a 3-minute song that he could play, because that's the most that they'll usually let you play when you come on their show. So he had to come up with a song called the 3-minute song, and not only did he come up with that song, but he changes the words depending on which show he's on. That's how good he is. He'll take that same beat and change the words depending on which show he's on. So he mentions the host and things about the host in the song. Very smart guy, very smart guy. Please like this video. Please share this video to everyone you know on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, anything you want. And please, if you haven't done it already, and you probably haven't, because I think only 15 people have so far, please subscribe and hit that bell. You only have to do it one time. You never have to do it again. I don't think it'll take you that long. Maybe a second. Just quickly do it. It'll help my page out a lot. Other than that, here's Dean saying goodnight, and see you next time.